everyone, this is Arpita and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So if you're already a subscriber of my YouTube channel, you know that I've already did a video on Rajasthan vlog. But today I'm going to tell you only about Jaipur. So I'm going to tell you which places to visit in Jaipur and what is the price, what is the entry fees, how much time it will require, which places are worth to go and which places are not. So it all include only about Jaipur and why and where you can go and buy the jewelries, accessories, like shopping if you want to do in Jaipur. So if you are interested to do all these things, then please continue the video. Started our journey from Bangalore and we took a flight from Bangalore to Jaipur, and then from Jaipur International Airport to our hotel we book a cab. And guys, these things you have to consider in mind, like if you are going to book an Ola or an Uber, then don't pay by Ola money or Uber money, because the drivers there in Jaipur are not ready to accept the Ola money and Uber money. Our driver told us that if you have to pay or if you are going to pay by Ola money or Uber money, then they have to wait for 3 days to get that money, and that's why they are not interested at all to take Ola money or Uber money. Jaipur is also known as Pink City due to its vibrant scheme of pink color on all over the buildings. In 1876, the Maharaj of Jaipur named Ram Singh painted the whole city in pink color, and this is because to gesture of welcoming the guest. Now, Jaipur is also called the heritage home for few UNESCO heritage, which include Amer Fort and Jantar Mantar. Now you have to divide all your days, like which day where you want to go and what places you can visit. So if you are going only for 3 days, only for Jaipur, not for whole Rajasthan, then you can divide like first day where you can go. So there are 3 important forts in Jaipur which you should not miss, and that is Nahargarh Fort, Jaigarh Fort and Amer Fort. So first day, if you make these 3 in the list, then it will be very good, because no one wants to miss these 3 forts. On the second day, you can plan Hawa Mahal, and nearby Hawa Mahal there is a city palace also, so you can go to that city palace also. And after completing these 2 places, the third place which you can go is Jal Mahal. So guys, near Jal Mahal there is also a shopping market, and if you go little late, like at 6 o'clock or at 7 o'clock, then that will be the very good time for you, because all the shopkeepers want to just sell all the items before 8 PM as the police commands them to close all the shop by 8 PM itself. So at 7 o'clock or maybe 6:30, they are in a hurry to sell all the items at a very reasonable price. So that's why I'm suggesting you to make these trip on second day. Now if you have a third day also, then there are other places to visit, which include Jantar Mantar. So you can go to Jantar Mantar also, and there is a Johari Bazaar. So if you wanted to buy anything related to gold, silver, then you can definitely go to Johari Bazaar. That is a very awesome place, and you will get in a variety of jewelry items. Whenever you are going to any place, the first and the foremost thing is to book a hotel at that place. But I need not to bother for these things because my brother is already staying there, so I have to go directly, and I directly reach to my brother's place. So now the first place where I went to visit is Jaigarh Fort. So for that I have booked a Zoom car, because my brother knows driving. So if someone knows driving, then it is really very good to go at that place, because on the way to the fort we will see the views of Aravalli Hills, and that is really very awesome. So my brother just did the driving and we reached to Jaigarh Fort. Jagar Fort, and it took 40 minutes to reach to Jagar Fort. Jagar Fort is located on the top of the Aravalli Hills, and the view from there is really awesome. Jagar Fort is also known as Chil Ka Tilla, which means Heels of Eagles, and Jagar Fort is also known as Victory Fort because it get never conquered with any of the kings or from anyone. And if you see the whole view and the surrounding, you will see that Jagar Fort is surrounded by a red stone, which is really giving an awesome view to the fort. We went to Nahargarh Fort as they are very closely to each other, and they both are located on the top of the hill. So when you will enter in the gate of Nahargarh Fort, you will see that there is a wax museum and there is Sheesh Mahal. So for wax museum and for Sheesh Mahal, there is a separate charge which is not included in the fort charge, and the charge for that is 150 rupees per person. If you really want to enjoy the wax statues and the mirror reflection kind of image, then you can definitely go for these two places. After visiting these two places, then you will move towards the fort. So before moving toward the fort, you can also see that there is a fine dine, like a restaurant thing is there. So if you want to have your lunch, then definitely you can go ahead. But I can tell you guys that the prices in that cuisine is literally high comparing to other places. So when you will move toward the fort, you will see that the same scene you will remember from some of the Bollywood movies and some of the song. And recently we have a web series from Sushmita Sen called Arya, has the whole shooting from Rajasthan itself, and that also includes this Nahargarh Fort. And after visiting the Nahargarh Fort from the bottom, like the ground level building, then you have to move towards the first floor. In the first floor, you will see that there is a window, and from that window you will see the whole Jaipur city, and that look was really awesome. After viewing this window view, you will move toward again on the terrace, and the terrace includes some tomb structures, which is really very good if you want to take the pictures. And again you will see that the view from that terrace also is really awesome. Just roam around, you will see that there is a well, and the well, there is a wall. At the back of that there is a stair where some water is collected. And if you remember that you have the same location in the movie called Rang De Basanti, when there is a song called Apni To Pathshala. In that movie, the whole scene is there for that song is from that same. Nahargarh Fort to Amer Fort, and Amer Fort is a bit far from Jaipur city. I think it took around 1 hour 45 minutes, or if you will stop at some places it will take 2 hours to reach to Amer Fort. For Amer Fort, either you are going by your private car or is it a public transport. You have to park your car at the base place, and then you have to go till the hill to see the fort, and to go till the hill you have to either book a jeep or either you have to book an elephant. I will note down the prices of all these things in the video itself. So if you are going by jeep, there is a two separate way. One is for jeep and one is for elephant. And the fort has 3 courtyards. So if you are going by jeep, the jeep will go from the backward direction and the jeep will drop you at the gate itself. And from the gate till courtyard 1 you have to walk. But if you are going by elephant, then the elephant will take you inside the courtyard. And really guys, I will suggest to go by elephant because it was an amazing experience. But if you are scared to get a ride from elephant, then you can definitely go for a jeep. An elephant ride is a bit costly comparing to jeep ride, because in jeep 6 people max they can allow, and in elephant only 2 people are allowed. So after reaching to courtyard, you have to see first courtyard 1, then 2 and then 3, and it includes the awesome view. And at one side of the courtyard you will see there is a temple also. So guys, go and visit that temple also. That this is the places to visit for the first day. As first we have covered Jagar Fort, second we have covered Nahargarh Fort, and third we are doing the Amer Fort. So it's already becoming the evening time. So in the Amer Fort you can also enjoy the light and the sound program that will happen in Amer Fort, and it also charges some separate 150 bucks for per person, but it's really good to enjoy that lighting and sound effects. On second day, we are going to cover the City Palace and the Hawa Mahal. Both the places are close to each other. So first Hawa Mahal will come and then the City Palace. So first we are going to cover the Hawa Mahal. Why the name called Hawa Mahal? Because it has so many windows, and as you all know that Rajasthan is a desert place, so summer will be really very bad there. So to keep that thing in mind, they have built a structure which has a lot of window for the ventilation, and then you can go inside Hawa Mahal also, and you will see the view from front also, and you will see the view from back also, and you will see the reason why it is called Hawa Mahal, because the air is really very high there and you will not feel the hot summer kind of thing there. So after completing Hawa Mahal, we'll move towards City Palace. But what we saw outside Hawa Mahal, so if you just come outside Hawa Mahal, you will see that there is a lot of pigeon before going to City Palace, and that is kind of a small market. It was really very crowded, so if you are going by your own vehicle, it is very difficult to park your vehicle. You have to wait in a queue for approximately half an hour, 1 hour, because so many tourists are there. So now I am telling that about the pigeons. So when I went, I saw that there are so many people, they are selling the food for pigeons for only 10 rupees, and you have to go and you have to give that seeds to the pigeons, and they will really come and they will eat. They will not scared from humans. I think they are habituated because daily so many people are coming, and Rajasthan is a traveling place, so definitely they are very friendly with humans. And if you want, you can take a lot of pictures also, but if you literally make them to fly, then the shopkeeper who are selling that foods, they will shout on you. So now we'll move toward the City Palace. So while entering into the City Palace, you have to pay the charges for the City Palace. Same for the Hawa Mahal also, and I will note down I will give all the charge description in the videos forward. And when we'll enter into the City Palace, you will see that they will ask you that do you want to do a Rath Yatra. So what is there in Rath Yatra? Either you have to enter into the City Palace by your own, and then you have to walk, like there are 4 to 5 palaces are there, and it is little far from each other, and that's why I told you for the second day only Hawa Mahal and City Palace, because City Palace is little big to cover everything. So if you want to do a Rath Yatra, what will happen in Rath Yatra? One guy is there at the front of the Rath, and they will drive you inside the palace, and that is really a royal experience if you want to take that experience. But that charge also little high. And there is one side in the palace that is only booked for some kind of people. I think it's only for foreigners or who has the authority to enter inside that particular thing. And then if you enter inside that, there is a three floors building, I think, because we didn't have a permission to enter there, that's why we are not able to see what exactly inside there. But you have permission to go into 3 palaces, which is also itself in the City Palace. So first you have to visit a place which didn't have anything, only the place to sit and to enjoy the cool breeze. And then there is one big gate. You have to enter into that gate, and you have to visit one palace, and from there another palace, and from there one more palace. So this is the whole second day tour. This is Jal Mahal, which has 5 floors, in which floor 4 is underwater. Usually 4 is underwater, sometimes 3 is underwater. And near this Jal Mahal, we have the shops which I told at the start of the video to buy jewelries and accessories and Rajasthan attires or the things which you want to buy. Rajasthan is really very good for jewelry shopping, and they have amazing craft work. I'm very excited because I'm going to show you that what shopping I have done from Jaipur. So it includes first a purse. So can you see this purse? It has a very good embroidery kind of thing, and I got it only for 50 rupees. So first the shopkeeper told me that no madam, you have to give 200 rupees for this purse, but as I told you that if you go at a time like before 8 PM, then they will be ready to give all the items in very reasonable prices. So I got this purse only for 50 rupees. Now we have a next item which is this necklace. So this necklace, if you can see that it has some fur kind of tassel kind of things here, and it will look very good if you are wearing something which has some space here. Like I'm not wearing the dress so that I can wear and show this necklace to you, but this is very good, and it costs only 80 rupees. So the similar kind of necklace I have already that has some different color here, and I got that necklace for 200 rupees. But I went to Jaipur, and when I saw this necklace, I just wanted to check that what is the price, and I came to know it's for only 80 rupees. Then I can't resist myself to buy this necklace. Now we'll move toward the third item, and the third item includes this earring. So as you can see, this earring is very good, and it will go for both western and ethnic dresses. Now we move toward the fourth item, and the fourth item is this necklace. And this necklace is like, it has a chain and it has this big locket kind of thing which include all the beads and everything. So it is looking very good, and if you want to give a look of some Indo-Western type, then you can definitely go with this necklace. Now last but not the least item which I have is a ring, and guys, these rings look really very awesome if you wear it with an Indian dress also, and it will go definitely with western dress also. Now we'll move for the third day. Third day we have Jantar Mantar. Jantar Mantar also comes under UNESCO Heritage, and it is also a good place to visit in Jaipur. I'm going to tell you all the details in the next video. So basically Jantar Mantar is famous because it has a different 19 instrument that was built by Rajput King Savai Jai Singh, and if you go there you will definitely feel that it is very good to see that instrument. One more day with you, or if you have 2-3 days with you, then that is also great, because there are 2 more places that we can visit if we are going to Jaipur. That is, first is the Bhangar Fort. Bhangar Fort comes under 10 most haunted place in the whole world, not only in India, in the whole world. And second is Khatu Shyam Ji. So Khatu Shyam Ji is a temple, and that temple is also very famous because it's a saying, if you go there and if you pray something, then your prayer will definitely accepted by the god. So you can definitely go to that place also, and both the places will require 2 hours for going and 2 hours for coming. So I think on one day you can travel only one place, either Bhangar Fort or either Khatu Shyam Ji. So in going further, definitely in future videos you will see all the details for Bhangar Fort also and for Khatu Shyam Ji. Like I am going to make a separate video for these 2 places, because these 2 are total separate place from Jaipur itself. But if you are going to Jaipur, it is only 2 hours far from Jaipur. That's why I am suggesting these 2 places to visit. final segment of the video. So it took around 9k to visit like your food and your hotel stay and everything, like if you are going from one place to another. So it's really not a very high cost trip. You can make this trip with low cost. Also it's totally depend on you, like on your preferences, what you want to go for, if you want to go for a high budget things or if you want to go for a low budget. So guys, if you found this video useful to plan your Jaipur trip in the future, then please don't forget to subscribe my channel for more videos, because I'm going to make videos of all the cities in Rajasthan, as I have done the trip of all the cities. So guys, thank you for watching my video. Bye bye.